with the person.
Just out here today down at the border.
Yes, if you look back in history, when we're
a powerful force.
We have helped put almost $2 billion in veterans' pockets, and it never seems to be enough.
Hello, heroes. Welcome to VetComm News, your go-to source for veteran news, current events, and all the incredible work happening in the VetComm community. I'm Rachel Hernandez. I'm the manager of communications here at VetComm, and we've got a packed episode for you today, so let's dive right on in. First, Elon Musk continues to ruffle feathers with his action toward federal employees. The Military Times reports that on Saturday, the Office of Personnel Management sent an email to more than 2 million federal workers with the subject line, "What did you do last week?" demanding a 5-point summary of their accomplishments last week to justify their continued employment. And by Monday morning, numerous agencies, including the Department of Defense, the Department of Homeland Security, and the FBI, had instructed staffers not to reply to the message, even though the email indicated that not replying was a sign of resignation. Good luck on that one. On this topic, we have a clip from our CEO, Kate Monroe, on Victory News with her take on the matter.
Joining us now is Marine veteran, CEO of VetCom, and the author of the book, The Race to Save America. Kate Monroe, welcome back to Victory News.
Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, so the whole Defense Department was sent out an email to its staff yesterday telling them to ignore the email from DOGE. With all the good DOGE has been doing, what do you think of this email?
Well, it's not an email that I would have written. You know, we have top-down leadership now, where before we had actually no leadership. And I think if what the president wants and what he has dictated, it seemed in the previous video that he was a fan of the email that was sent out. I don't understand why it's so difficult to simply state what you did over the last week. I do understand, though, the idea where these people are just elected and they're trying to get a hold of and have purview over their own departments. So I understand the pushback that they're going to have and a little bit of infighting. But I don't think that you should involve your employees in this type of infighting.
Representative Mike Lawyer appeared on ABC this week calling for an end to the sniping between Ukraine's president and United States President Donald Trump. Here he is.
Vladimir Zelensky needs President Trump in order to end this war.
So do you agree with Representative Lawler? Does President Zelensky need Trump to bring Russia's war to a close?
Well, I don't think there was any kind of peace talks on the table or even possible before you saw Trump get back in office. I think he absolutely does need him. I do think that Zelensky has a little bit of bitterness and scarcity mentality because they've never been richer in Ukraine. I do kind of feel like, who is this man to be speaking about or to the president of the United States in this manner after we have given you this much money and this much support? Like, quite frankly, the inability to even bend the knee at all is ridiculous to me. We need to wrap this war up ASAP.
Before we continue, let's take just 60 seconds to talk about a thrilling new read for all of our action lovers out there. The Body Man is a gripping 300-page action thriller that follows Evelyn James, a former Marine and CEO, as she fights for justice while facing relentless threats from criminal organizations. From intense shootouts to high-stakes political maneuvering, this book is packed with heart-pounding action and razor-sharp intrigue. If you're looking for your next adrenaline-fueled read, grab The Body Man today at www.bodymanbook.com.
I decided to go stand at the border and actually close it. I wanted to go and do something and show the nation that you can actually go and do something. You don't have to sit around and wait for the people that are never going to come.
Party, this is Headline 15. Target is taken. Continue to engage.
Get off the fucking court now!
You.
Get into position. Party, this is Headline 15. Engage. Target neutralized.
Man, thanks so much for joining the program. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I'm incredibly excited to announce VetCom's sponsorship of para-athlete Sergeant Brian Big Country Conwell. If you haven't heard of him, Brian tragically lost his leg in a horrific car accident while serving on active duty. He refused to be beaten and ended up winning 21 medals in athletic competitions. This sponsorship will help Brian pay for his flights and lodging as he continues to inspire the world. Welcome aboard, Brian. Here's a short clip of him relaying his message to his fellow veterans.
What's up, everybody? It's Big Country. Whenever I was severely injured during active duty service, I didn't have any problems getting ready for my benefits. But for those who do, I want to introduce you to VetCom. VetCom will walk you through the claims process. And they've also had over $1 billion awarded to their veteran clients. VetCom also has a money-back guarantee, and they're endorsed by senior leadership, legislators, and veteran groups. Go to www.vetcom.us for more information.
All right, heroes, let's talk about something that is truly changing lives. VetCom is the nation's leading advocate for helping veterans access the benefits they're owed. If you served and you need to make a claim, VetCom can help in your journey to completing a VA claim. So if you or a fellow vet needs assistance, visit www.vetcom.us today. You served your country, now let VetCom serve you. And in case you ever wonder if VetCom is the right choice, here's Clay Sims, the fearless leader of the Civ Div, with his thoughts.
There is one company that stands out to me above the rest that I personally endorse, and this is one of those it's too good to be true type of moments, except in this case, it's actually true. And this company is none other than VetCom. VetCom is a claim company that has a structure that I completely agree with, and I would urge my fellow VFW members and other VSOs to get on board with too. Number one is the price structure, which was a critical piece when it comes to exorbitant fees, okay? VetCom has a one-time payment, of $1,197. That's $1,197. And there are options of other payment forms, but the upfront fee is $1,197, and that's the best value. Reason number two on this list, and really this is probably my personal number one, but this company has a money back guarantee, which you will not see that anywhere else. Okay, after 2 tries of at least not increasing your rating by 10%, your overall rating, then you, the veteran, get your money back. And their money back guarantee is outlined in detail in their terms and conditions, but it's basically 2 attempts to increase your overall rating by at least 10%. But be sure to check that out for yourself, because situations, you can figure out what situation that you fall in. And Kate genuinely, seriously wants to help veterans at the lowest cost possible. She's built an entire team around this one-time payment of $1,197. And that's reason number two, is the way that she answered everything would have been the exact way that I would have answered everything, which tells me at least she knows what she's talking about. And I can put my confidence in recommending veterans to go through VetCom, which I was really happy about.
We will be including Clay's content here weekly, and we really encourage you to follow him on TikTok and YouTube. But that's it for this week's edition of VetCom News. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an update. If you aren't rated already, comment below free claim review. I'm Rachel Hernandez, and as always, this has been VetCom News. Carry on.